Hello, and welcome to another episode of Energize Your Life After 50. I'm Dr. Del Millers with personalfitness.com, and I hope you are doing great. In the past couple of weeks, I just started my Weight Loss Made Easy program, and we've been talking a lot about creating your best self, creating the best version of yourself, because that is what I focus on with my clients. We focus on creating the best version of yourself. People come to me for weight loss, but we end up doing more powerful work. We end up focusing on create transformation from the inside out. And, we focus on several different areas, such as how you move the body, what you put into the body, the quality of your sleep, and how you deal with the stressors in your life. These are all tremendously important things that we focus on because, quite frankly, folks, that is what it takes to create your best self and your best life. But before we do that, let me remind you of all the wonderful resources that I have for you. You do have access to my 3 free video series that I created for you and a free ebook that goes along with it on the top 3 things you must do to lose weight for the last time. The top 3 things you must do to lose weight for the last time. The link is in the show notes, so you can just click on the link, or it is all available at my website, personalfitness.com, okay? You also have my webinar, my popular webinar, Get Your Sexy Back. And in the webinar, I talk about what it means to get your sexy back. So, you can sign up for the webinar as well. You can also sign up to have a free health strategy call with me. I get on the phone with you and we talk about what your health challenges are. We talk about how to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Hopefully that future self you're creating, your future self being the best version of you. Okay? So, all the links are in the show notes. Check it out. All right, like I said, today I want to talk to you about why it's important sometimes to turn down the noise and listen to the silence. Turn down the noise and listen to the silence. Yeah, you can see I'm very reflective today. The kids are back in school. Yay! It's been a summer of non-stop talking. I recall saying to my daughter once, honey, why don't you practice just listening to the silence? And she said, well, I've got a mouth to speak. And I said, you also have 2 ears to listen. So try and listen more than you speak, and try and listen more to what is not being said, right? So listen to the silence. It's a good skill. It's a good habit to practice. So I throw that out to you because, I have been doing these simple little quick 1-minute meditations for a long time. That's usually the length of my meditation, right? And I take a lot of opportunities throughout the day to do that. It doesn't matter where I am. Sometimes I'm in the bathroom and I just sit there and focus on doing a 1-minute meditation. Or sometimes I'm in the supermarket. I'm just standing in line. And yes, I just close my eyes and do a quick, simple 1-minute breathing meditation, just focusing on the breath and listening to the inner silence. You see, silence doesn't always mean silence, right? It doesn't mean there's lack of noise around you, but there could be inner silence. You can go to that place where there is inner silence and listening to that silence within. And there's a lot of value in that, right? There's also value in shutting out the noise, the external noise, and just allow yourself to sit in silence. We Americans have this, they suffer from FOMO, right? The fear of missing out. We fear missing out. That's why we're always on social media. We're always scrolling and looking for, oh, what's the next thing? What's happening? I often tell my kids, you're not missing out on anything. If something happens that you need to know about, trust me, you will know about it. So you don't have to be scrolling every chance you get to make sure you're not missing out on anything. You're not missing out on anything. So you can minimize the distractions by just putting away the devices. Turn off the television. And just sometimes be with yourself in silence. Why do you want to do this? Well, it's a good time for some self-reflection. And self-reflection is a good thing, right? When you're able to sit in silence and shut out the noise, that actually activates different parts of the brain. So that leads to more creativity. And could you use some more creativity in your life? Not to talk about the physical benefits of silence, right? There are physical health benefits. When you're able to just sit in silence and shut out the noise, well, it helps to lower your blood pressure. You can decrease your heart rate. You can reduce muscle tension. You can increase your focus. That is the power of silence. When we're able to just shut out the noise and allow ourselves to listen to the silence. I like to do this when we go hiking. You know, we have this habit of, well, it's our regular ritual. I take the family out for a mountain hike at least every other week. On Sunday mornings we go for a hike, and we have these beautiful trails up in the mountains overlooking the ocean here in Laguna Beach. And it's just awesome. You know, we get to see the mountains and the beauty of the ocean, and it's a beautiful hike. And for me, I like to hike in silence. You know, sometimes that's not always possible because I've got 3 kids and a wife hiking with me, and they love to talk. They just love to talk. So sometimes I run ahead of them so I can just have some silence and, you know, enjoy the silence of nature, enjoy the beauty of nature in silence. And it is such a wonderful feeling, sitting and listening to the silence. So I hope you give yourself that gift. Like I said, it doesn't require much. You can do it anywhere you are. You can listen to the silence when you're home. If you're able to turn down the noise, just get off the devices, turn off the TV, and just be in silence and allow yourself just to reflect or even to daydream. There is such great value in daydreaming, right? We don't take advantage of all of these wonderful internal discoveries that we can make, because we're always thinking about the external things, the things we have to do, the goals we're running towards, the activities that we have to accomplish. And we fail to recognize that there is a whole world inside of us. As a matter of fact, there are many worlds inside of us, as many as we want to create, as many as we want to take the time to explore. We can explore as many worlds as we want, and there is value in turning within and listening and getting creative, getting in touch with our creative sides. There is great value in that. And like I said, you might be in the middle of the noisiest stadium, and you can also take the opportunity to turn down the noise and turn within and just listen. Listen to the sound of your heartbeat. Listen to the sound of your breath. There is great value in that, right? It's meditation. And for me, I practice meditation in motion. I've been practicing Tai Chi for over 30 years. And my kind of meditation is meditation in motion. I was never the person who really sits and meditates, so to speak. I meditate in motion. I meditate while moving. I do moving meditation. So you see, you can do that anywhere. Just give yourself the opportunity to give it a try. Find a few opportunities during the day just to tune out the noise, turn down the noise, tune things out, and just go within and listen to the silence. You might close your eyes and just spend a minute and listen to the silence. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you today. See, I do have the ability to make it short and sweet. So as we come to the close of our time together today, just want to take the opportunity again to remind you of all the wonderful resources I have for you. If weight is an issue, then please check out my free videos and free ebook, The Top 3 Things You Must Do to Lose Weight for the Last Time. The top 3 things you must do to lose weight for the last time. 3 videos, we focus on the 3 most important principles that I teach my clients around weight loss. And if that's an issue for you, then you definitely want to know what those are. Okay? Secondly, my webinar, Get Your Sexy Back. I teach people how to create the best version of themselves by letting go of unnecessary suffering, getting their confidence back, and learning to feel sexy again. A lot of women tell me that that's what they want. So the links are in the show note. Again, you can also get a free health strategy call with me. That's the time I get on the phone with you and we talk about what your biggest challenges are. We talk about what's standing in your way of bridging the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Who are you becoming? What is that future self you want to create? And how do you go about doing that? Okay? All right, that's all I've got. So as I like to close by saying, may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Catch you soon.